of men 7,000.
That means completion, showing us that the scriptures deal with numbers and righteousness, not on no bugged out, crazy, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, number 23 shit and, you know, the movie with Jim Carrey and whatnot. Not that kind of numerology, but dealing with understanding. For example, number 1 represents knowledge. 2 represents wisdom. 3 represents understanding. 4 represents mercy. 5 is power. 6 is the man or the beast or even in sex, the cut. 7 is completion. All right. 8 is infinity. All right. 9 is glory. 10 is perfection. 11 is wisdom, and 12 is rulership. Okay. So this is the kind of numerology that the scriptures deal with, because you got the 12 disciples that represents rulership, that represents, you know, complete. The Lord deals with that. All right, just so you can understand. So when it says 7,000, it means complete. Like we go into the scriptures, the Lord said, "What? I have 7,000 men that have not bowed the knee to Baal." It wasn't literally 7,000 men.
It's a completion of men.
It's a completion of men. And now the scripture speaks of 144,000. And then a great multitude. Is that 7,000?
Of course, that's not completion. That's a completion of men.
Go ahead,
It says, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to Yahawah Yahawashi of heaven.
Who's that remnant?
The remnant, that's the 144 and the great multitude of Israelites.
That's right.
All right, that were redeemed from the earth.
So I got said real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord Yahawah is upon all nations. All the nations that come up against America, you know, in Russia, because it's going to be missiles shot from the west to the east, to the east, to the west, man. That's why the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. It says, for the and the righteous anger, which is indignation of the Lord, is the nuclear missiles being shot off, man. And also we gotta put in them chariots, man.
Absolutely.
Pushing the chariots, with the laser beams, man, that concentrated fire, man.
That's right.
It says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. What's the Lord's fury, man? Them chariots, first and foremost, with the concentrated fire, also the nuclear missiles, man, because the nuclear missiles is going to target the armies of these nations. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out. And that's why the international bankers who are going to escape, their first task is to bury the dead, man. You understand me? Their first task is to bury the dead. That's their first. They're going to be the first fruits of slaves, and that's their task. Because it says right here, the slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses. And the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Damn. Mountains represents big governments, brother.
Good.
Russia, Iran, America, Germany, China, Japan, North Korea, South Korea.
It's 2 more verses real quick. It said, and the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
It said the hosts of heaven, meaning their armies. Because
right.
Host is Tazabah,
The
armies
of the nations.
Armies of the nations.
And the host of the
scriptures speak about war with Michael and his angels.
Okay.
Angels take flight in the heavens.
Right, in the heavens.
It says
the war in heaven?
Yeah, the war in heaven. So
that's right.
So
which is going to be played out on the earth.
Yeah, which is going to be played out on the earth. But the war in heaven is them combat. I spoke about
the fighter jets going against them UFOs.
Yeah, but
UFOs.
But what you just read about the heavens,
it says, and the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
Whoop. So there you go.
And the bro.
No, that's it.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Oh, may I extrapolate that the way the scripture just said they're gonna be like a fig a leaf that falls from a fig tree, because they were so great of an army, and the Most High is going to make it that easy to make it look like they're just a leaf that fell off a tree.
Them fighters just falling.
You know what I'm saying? Just thinking about how the Most High says things, and it's like, damn, it's going to be easy for the Lord.
Light work.
That's right.
It's light work for the Lord. Like, you had these great army, you had all of this weaponry. It's going to make you look like a leaf that fell off a tree. That's nothing.
It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven."
My sword. The Lord said, my sword. He didn't say the wicked sword. He said, my sword.
Who's the sword of the Lord? It's a little more. Isaiah 54 and 16, man.
Yeah.
You know, it says,
My sword is what? Esau.
Yeah, come. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven."
Which he gave the silver white man the technology or the missile.
"Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea." Idumea is a Greek word for Edom.
Wait a minute, the Most High named names, huh?
He did.
He named it. He said it shall come down upon Idumea. Now the Greek word for Edom is Idumea. You see what I'm saying?
Now let's name Idumea as a whole. You got America, you got Russia, you got Germany, you got Spain, you got France, you got Portugal,
Great Britain, the Netherlands, Luxembourg.
That's right. Ireland. All right. The NATO and the EU is Idumea.
That's right.
All right. In plain terms.
It's a little more. It says, "And upon the people of my curse." Who's the people? Who's the Most High's curse? Is not Esau, the so-called white man. The people of the Most High's curse. Is not Esau when he was Cain was cursed with leprosy.
Yep.
The people of the Most High's curse. This goes back to Cain, man. And Cain was reincarnated to Esau. So also Esau is the people of the Most High's curse, man. To judgment. And what's that judgment? Thermonuclear destruction. It says, verse 6, this is the last verse.
Mm-hmm.
"The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord Yahawah have a sacrifice in Bosra."
Now check out how heavy this is.
Woo-hoo-wee.
Check out how heavy this is. Let's go back to the Lord's sacrifice. And what was the Lord's sacrifice set up from the Most High to do? To appease him.
That's right.
To appease the Most High's wrath. To satisfy the Lord. Like, all right, I'll accept that. So these people are going to be the accepted sacrifice of the Most High. Like, all right, I burnt. I completed. I satisfied my raging anger on them.
It says,
So they can know my power.
That's right. It said, "It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs," another sacrificial thing you sacrifice on the altar, "and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord Yahawah have a sacrifice, a great sacrifice." Esau, you and the other nations in the 2/3 you Negroes, especially Native Americans, y'all are that great sacrifice. In Bosra. Bosra is an ancient city, ancient capital city of Esau.
Yep.
Now you can equate Bosra today with America.
Absolutely, that was an ancient Edomite city.
"And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." That's it. Case closed.
Let's get this real quick, because the lyric says, "Burn, burn the enemy land." Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood."
Yeah, that was back in the ancient world where it was hand-to-hand combat, spears, all right? Spears, arrows, all the above. Lances, all right? Axes, all right? Stars and all of that. You had to be a true martial artist, if you will. You had to be a true fighter in the ancient world, all right? And the Most High had to be with you on top of that.
That's right.
So this is not the kind of battle that's going to be fought, all right, with Esau's coward
Hand-to-hand
ass.
combat.
It's not going to be none of that. It's not going to be that. It's going to be with what?
"But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire."
Yeah, because Esau got the gun. Esau got the missile. Esau got tanks. He got all kinds of weaponry, all right, that the Most High allowed him to conjure up because he has the blessing of the sword that he's going to use. That he's going to shoot people, all right, stab people, All right, blow people up with bombs. You know, you know what I'm saying?
One more verse.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. True, the wrath of the Lord Yahawah of hosts is a land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire.
Damn.
No man shall spare his brother.
There you go. The love of many shall wax cold.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, has not their love waxed cold?
Yeah.
They're saying, burn, you know, the hell with you, damn.
The rebels.
You guys. The hell with
Crackers
you.
got no rhythm, bro.